Good afternoon, everyone. July 26, 2020. Lots of stuff going on this morning. Didn't get to record till afternoon. But the cool thing about Shakespeare's Sonnet 125, for those that know me, know my favorite Shakespeare production is Othello. I love the play. I taught it for years in school. I produced it, directed it, and was Iago in a stage production locally and would do it again in a heartbeat. So it was very cool to see through the ubiquitous Patterson book and some of the other online stuff that there is a lot of relationship between the opening scenes of Othello and this particular sonnet, mostly in word choice and the presentation of the word choice. It's a very long read to get through some of the material that people talk about, how these are related, but they use the time, approximately 1604, so we're talking about James the First. Where's that date again? James the First. Anyway, early 1604 became the new king, and so we have these. And let me read something here. It's really quite cool. The harsh dictums of Iago are of a Machiavellian cynicism and are total rejection of the doctrine of the Eucharist, which is important because both Patterson and some of the other sources say that there are also some references to the Book of Common Prayer, the Communion Service, which is written in 1559, which is Catholic, which is quite funny, being England and the Catholic Protestant discussions that eventually created a lot of problems for both the Irish and others in Great Britain, with the constant squabbles between the Catholics and Protestants. So there's one last thing to mention about this, and that is, according to some of the research, these strange informers, these strangers show up in the final couplet, and no one knows who they are, where they came from, and why they are referred to. So historically, this is pretty cool, with some subtext that relates to the Catholic Protestant squabbles, and some really cool references to my favorite Shakespeare production, which I might not have noticed if it wasn't for the bright people that presented it in their writings. So here's 125. Were taught to me, I bore the canopy, and with my extern, the outward honouring, o'erlaid great bases for eternity, which proves more short than waste or ruining. Have I not seen dwellers on form and favour lose all and more by paying too much rent, for compound sweets, foregoing simple savour, pitiful thrivers, in their gazing spent? No, let me be obsequious in thy heart, and take thou my oblation poor but free, which is not mixed with seconds, knows no art, but mutual render, only me for thee. Hence, thou suborned informer, a true soul, when most impeached stands, least in thy control. Thanks, see you tomorrow.